Hi. Okay, so our collaboration is presented tonight under the title Stone Notes, which is an anagram, but is also a factual description of what it is, notes on stone. And it does have an Anglo-Scottish nature. In Vahni, he's going to read some poems that are set in Scotland. I'm going to read some poems set in England, I suppose, and there is a middle piece, an arch, that we're going to read together.
My two poems are dramatic monologues, which draw on the Antonine Wall, which in the 2nd century CE was Rome's northwest frontier, stretching across Scotland, and I really don't know why anybody would have wanted to build that. It's less famous than Hadrian's Wall, because it was mostly built of turf. Rome's northwestern frontier, invitation to civilization. Imp Caesar's invitation to the ballista ball by way of white lead acorn-shaped slingboats arrives via red-hot correspondence personally stamped. Launches like a no-shit eagle wreathing overhead. Promises, south-facing distance slabs, burnt wheat. Come on. For ages, some of you have aped our style, pleading continuity in Ciceronian Latin taught at your good school in Wales. You look Celtic and sound dead. We were hardly dancing when, from the Forth to the Clyde, 37 miles evenly, with our differing feet, Roman contingents of Syrian archers, Roman bands of Tungrian horsemen, we paced off or measured squares. Now from within the water-to-water wall patrolled at sky height, and from the adverse mouths of platformed fires, we, between micaceous sandstone pillars glittering, ready with an ecumenical Flaminius, you, wild, solitary, crafty, literate tribes, invite to a civilization. You understand. Stone flows from the hair of snakes where gorgons' heads adorn both knees of Mars advancing. You're still good on the ground. Romano-Celtic contact in the Antonine display, Hunterian Museum, Glasgow. I want you like I want a wall. I want you in bits. I take you underground. Your masonry in pieces. I remaster round house from square fortlet, souterrain from taxgate. Farmers find pillars that retreating you threw down wells, covered with small fittings, nails, capitals, building debris. If litter and landfill were the sum of your legacy, I'd not trouble myself to collect slabs that you cut sometimes with my hands, so stone-fledged warbling, nor myself, another trophy in this Hunterian hall, flay time where stone seems just setting from a recent fiery tear, Roman bones like gaming counters, sealed in a jar.
Right, so this is the middle piece, which is called a voussoir sonnet for stone voices. A voussoir is a wedge-shaped stone cut to take its place in an arch. So we'd like you to imagine that this poem is spoken by two carved granite lions, lying couchant on plinths outside some venerable institution speckled with lichen.
Sometimes you see a poem that's lionish.
And their names are
Freestone.
and Keystone.
Stone chats.
Stone cats.
Stone vents.
Stone blunts.
Stone faults.
Stone faces.
Stone circles.
Stone kernels.
Stone arches.
Stone ages.
Stone flakes.
Stone flags.
Stone cakes.
stone caves,
stone springs,
stone wings,
the turning moment from quarry sap
to distant slab,
where coping is spoken,
by cocks and hens,
surviving remains,
none left unturned,
not the stones thrown away.
And finally, my poem is called Classic Walls, and it's in three parts. Each is written for a common British building material, flint, limestone and brick, and it has a rhyme scheme that's intended to resemble bricklaying, though I don't know what a bricklayer would say about that. And it has an epigraph from Mallarmé, which Vahni will read in the original, and I will read in Peter Manson's wonderful translation.
Classic walls. Ces cailloux tu les nivelles, et ces contrebadures, en cube aussi de cervelle, qu'il me faut ouvrir par jour.
The road mender, you level these cobbles, and there is, as a troubadour, a block of brains I too must open up per day. Flint hearts, tend to the art of hardened barns, stubborn apart, abutted chance, chinks in the dark, indexical, silica, mark, remake it all, tailored snap right, serried in bands, husbanded tight, chattered to sands. King's fronts, set the cement to mend the course, encastlement, a mandate force, voiceless oolite solidifies, a face of light with glittering eyes, gaze on the failing vaulted stone that stands to veil itself alone. English Bond, which is the name of a common kind of brick weave. Weaving the sand dozens to stay, dusty and tanned, fastened to day, tidy and stained, clay standards tie into the veined inventory I tire to arrange, orange and red, hundreds exchange chains with the dead.